Hey guys, it's Pastor Chad back again with another Ask the Pastor video. So today's question is it appropriate for Christians to be cremated or should they be buried? This one, out of all the questions, is actually a pretty simple one. And the answer is this: that's your choice. Either one is going to be fine. There's no biblical precedent that one is better than another. In fact, in the Bible, for the most part, in those times, they would bury most people. As we know, Jesus went into a tomb. You know, we do that quite a bit in the Bible. However, there were times when cremation, especially in unusual cases, that people were cremated. For example, Saul and his sons in 1 Samuel 31. There's instances where that happened. The people around the Hebrews would cremate their dead, but the fact of the matter is the Bible doesn't really specify that we have to do something specific with our bodies once we're dead. And so the advice that I would give to you is sort of twofold. First, at the resurrection, it's not going to matter. Our bodies are going to be new. They're going to be transformed. They're going to be completely different. And they're going to be glorified, the bodies that God has given to us. And so they're going to be different. They're going to be eternal. There's not going to be weakness or disease or suffering or anything. It's going to be brand new. And so it doesn't really matter what's happening to our body here. So that's my first piece of advice if you're worried about the eternal stuff. My second piece of advice is on the more temporal stuff. Your body, it ultimately is your family. It's going to be... You want to work it out with your family on what you do. If your family prefers that you be buried instead of cremated, work that out with them. I know that Aaron and I have already had that discussion that both of us would like to be cremated. We are both organ donors, so that when our life is done, somebody else can benefit from our physical body that we no longer need. And so work this out with your family and make sure that your family's all on the same page. As long as you've done that, there's no other regulation you need to know. That's it. Work it out with your family and make sure that they're okay with your decision. But when it comes to our eternity, it's not going to matter whether we are buried or cremated. We get new bodies that are awesome and perfect, and we're going to glorify God forever. So there's your answer today on whether or not you should be cremated or buried. Join us again on Thursday as we will look at the next question, which is, I know God's forgiven me, but how do I overcome my own guilt? How do I forgive myself? And so that'll be our question on Thursday. So see you then.